My dear one, as the evening softly settles around us, close your eyes and let your thoughts drift. Tonight, I wish to share a tale of a young wizard named Harry, a story filled with challenges, friendship, and the quiet unfolding of courage. It begins, as many stories do, with a whisper of unease. Harry, during a warm summer slumber, found his dreams troubled. He saw a shadowy figure and heard faint, unsettling conversations, a premonition of trials yet to come. Soon the air buzzed with excitement as Harry and his dearest friends, Ron and Hermione, attended the wondrous Quidditch World Cup. Imagine thousands of wizards and witches gathered under a starlit sky, cheering for their favorite teams amidst a magnificent display of magic. It was a time of joyous celebration, a spectacle of light and sound. However, as the festivities concluded and the night grew deep, a less welcome sight appeared. Amidst the retreating crowds, a strange commotion arose. A chilling mark, an image of a skull with a serpent, was conjured into the sky, casting a pall over the happy gathering. It was a dark and ancient symbol, one that brought a quiet apprehension to all who beheld it, signaling that older, forgotten shadows might be stirring once more. The new school year began with a curious sense of anticipation. At Hogwarts, the venerable Professor Dumbledore announced a grand and historic event: the Tri-Wizard Tournament. This was a friendly competition between three great wizarding schools: Hogwarts itself, the elegant Beauxbatons Academy, and the robust Durmstrang Institute. Each school would present a champion to undertake 3 perilous tasks, a test of magical skill and fortitude. A wise and ancient magical artifact, the Goblet of Fire, would choose these champions, allowing only those of a certain age to participate. The days leading up to the selection were filled with a gentle hum of excitement. Students from Beauxbatons arrived with a flourish of graceful, winged horses, while Durmstrang's entry was heralded by a dramatic submarine rising from the Black Lake. The great hall, usually quiet during meals, now echoed with new voices and laughter. When the moment of selection arrived, the Goblet of Fire, a beautiful flickering chalice, first offered up Cedric Diggory, a kind and honorable student from Hogwarts. Then the esteemed Victor Krum was chosen from Durmstrang, and the graceful Fleur Delacour from Beauxbaton. 3 champions, as expected. But then, in an unexpected turn, the goblet glowed once more, and a 4th name was gently offered into the air: Harry Potter. A wave of murmurs rippled through the hall. Harry, being under the age limit, was baffled and quite concerned. His best friend, Ron, feeling a quiet pang of misunderstanding, found it difficult to believe Harry hadn't found a way to enter himself, causing a temporary, gentle distance between them. Hermione, ever thoughtful, stood by Harry, offering her steadfast support. Despite the confusion, the rules of the tournament, once invoked by the Goblet of Fire, were unbreakable. Harry was now a champion. The first task arrived, shrouded in a bit of mystery. It was revealed that the champions would face magnificent, powerful creatures. Dragons. Harry, with a deep breath and the clever guidance of Professor Moody, managed to understand the challenge. His task was to retrieve a golden egg, gently guarded by a formidable Hungarian horntail. With courage in his heart and a touch of magical ingenuity, Harry summoned his broomstick and gracefully soared through the air, demonstrating remarkable skill as he retrieved the precious egg. He completed the task, his heart beating a gentle rhythm of relief and triumph. As winter's gentle chill descended, bringing the festive spirit of the season, the traditional Yule Ball was announced. This was a time for celebration and connection, a chance for students to dress in their finest robes and enjoy a magical evening. Harry, along with Ron, found themselves navigating the gentle complexities of inviting partners. Ron, after some delightful struggles, eventually accompanied Padma Patil, while Harry found a charming companion in Parvati Patil. Hermione, radiant and poised, arrived with none other than Victor Crumb, a sight that brought a quiet surprise and a hint of gentle admiration from Ron. The ball was a beautiful swirl of music, dance, and soft lights, a moment of reprieve from the looming challenges. The golden egg from the first task held a secret, a clue for the next trial. With a little help from Cedric and the comforting presence of Moaning Myrtle, a gentle spirit dwelling in a bathroom, Harry discovered that the egg would sing underwater. It revealed that something precious would be taken from him and held in the Black Lake. For the second task, Harry, with the thoughtful assistance of a magical plant called gillyweed, transformed for a while, allowing him to breathe beneath the water's surface. He found his way to the Merpeople's village, a beautifully strange underwater world, where he discovered Ron and Hermione in a magical slumber, waiting to be rescued. Harry, ever selfless, not only retrieved Ron, but also gently encouraged Fleur, whose attempt had been interrupted, to rescue her sister, Gabrielle. Though he finished last, his bravery and kindness were recognized, earning him many points. As the tournament progressed, a quiet thread of unease began to weave itself into the fabric of daily life. Barty Crouch Sr., a stern official, began to exhibit unsettling behavior, his mind seemingly fractured by unseen pressures. Harry, during a gentle walk, stumbled upon Mr. Crouch in the Forbidden Forest, mumbling incoherently before vanishing. It was a perplexing moment, adding to the growing sense that deeper currents were at play beneath the surface of the tournament. Finally, the third task arrived, a grand maze constructed of towering, magical hedges. The champions were to navigate its intricate paths, overcome gentle, magical obstacles, and reach the Triwizard Cup at its center. The air in the maze was thick with a soft, magical silence. Inside, Harry encountered Victor Crumb, who, to Harry's surprise, was acting strangely under the quiet influence of a gentle, manipulative spell. Harry managed to help Cedric, who was also within the maze, and together, after a journey through its winding corridors, they reached the Tri-Wizard Cup. In a shared moment of a triumph and sportsmanship, they decided to touch the cup together, bringing them both victory. But the cup was more than it seemed. Upon touching it, Harry and Cedric were whisked away by a silent, magical pull to a distant, unfamiliar place. A quiet, overgrown cemetery. There, a profound stillness fell upon Cedric, and his life, so full of promise, quietly receded from the world. Harry found himself bound and helpless as a figure known as Wormtail, through ancient, dark enchantments, brought a shadowy form back into being. Lord Voldemort, once a whisper of fear, stood again in a shadowed manifestation, reborn through a forgotten ritual involving ancient bone, the devotion of a servant, and the blood of an enemy. Harry. Voldemort, now restored, confronted Harry. A fascinating exchange of magical energies unfolded as their wands connected, creating a remarkable beam of light that bound them together. From within this connection, gentle echoes of the past emerged. Spirits of Harry's parents, Cedric, and even old Frank Bryce, who had been a quiet witness to Voldemort's rise. These ethereal presences, like soft memories, offered a momentary shield and a chance for Harry to escape. With a surge of renewed courage, Harry seized the moment. He bravely used the cup, which had been a portkey, to return to Hogwarts, gently bringing Cedric's body with him, back to the familiar, comforting grounds of the school. The return was met with a mixture of confusion and sorrow. Dumbledore, with a heavy heart, recognized the profound truth in Harry's shaken account. As Harry was led away to the quiet solitude of Professor Moody's office, the truth gently unfurled itself. Dumbledore, McGonagall, and Snape arrived, their wise eyes seeing beyond the surface. It was revealed that the gruff Professor Moody was not himself at all, but rather Barty Crouch Jr., who had been concealing his identity with a potent polyjuice potion. This revelation explained everything. Harry's unexpected entry into the tournament, the strange occurrences, and the dark path that had led to the cemetery. Barty Crouch Jr., the true orchestrator, was apprehended, and a Dementor's kiss, a chilling but distant punishment, was administered to him. As the school year drew to a close, a somber quietude settled over Hogwarts. Dumbledore, with his profound wisdom and gentle voice, addressed the students, acknowledging the sorrow and the fear that had touched their lives. He spoke of the importance of unity, of understanding, and of the enduring strength of love in the face of burgeoning darkness. He reminded them that despite the shadows, there was always hope, always a choice to do what was right. And so the students departed, their hearts a little heavier, but with a deeper understanding of the world's complexities. Harry, Ron, and Hermione, their friendship solidified by their shared experiences, looked towards the future with a quiet determination. Though the journey had been challenging, it had illuminated the unwavering power of courage, friendship, and the quiet resilience of the human spirit. Now, as the last words of this tale gently fade, let your own thoughts settle like dust motes in the evening light. All challenges find their resolution, and after every adventure there is the promise of peace. Rest now, my dear one, and let your dreams be soft and serene.